building is made of bricks, our body is made of a lot of smaller structures, organs and organ systems, and organs are made of tissues, and tissues are made of cells, and cells are made of molecules. All those are called levels of structural organization. So the smallest particles we are made of will be at the chemical level, and that is your chapter 2. Those would be atoms and molecules. Example, if we take 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom, together they will make 1 molecule, and that would be a molecule of water, H2O, 1 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. Next one, molecules get together, get connecting using chemical bonds, and form cell organelles and cells. That is the next level, cellular, and we will study it in chapter 3, cellular level. There are different types of cells, like smooth muscle cell, there are skeletal muscle cells, there are epithelial cells, nervous cells, and so on. Next one, tissue level. We will study it in chapter 4. Groups of similar cells make a tissue. So a lot of smooth muscle cells make smooth muscle tissue. Next one, 2 or more tissues. When they get together, they form organs. Each organ contains at least 2 types of tissues, but usually much more. That is a urinary bladder, and urinary bladder is made of smooth muscles inside of it, and also it's lined from the very inside with epithelial tissues and surrounded with a connective tissue. So at least 3 types of tissues are there in the bladder. Next one, organ systems. Several organs that work closely together with the same purpose, that would be an organ system. Urinary bladder works together with ureters and kidneys to produce and release the urine with wastes outside of the body. So that's the purpose of the urinary system, to clean the blood, to filter the blood, and to remove the wastes. And bladder is just a part of that organ system. Finally, all of those organ systems, urinary, respiratory, skeletal, muscular, cardiovascular, and so on, they produce what is called an organism. I'm an organism, you are an organism, so that would be an organismal level. Now, overview of organ systems. You are supposed to know several organ systems, 11, and you have picture 1.4 in your textbook, and you need to know all the information provided in those pictures. So, for each organ system, please know its name, its major organs, and its functions. We'll go through them shortly right now. So first would be integumentary system, or our skin, hair, and nails. Function of the skin, it encloses internal body structures. So it protects all internal body structures. And also it's site of many sensory receptors. If you touch something with your fingers, you will feel if it's hot or cold, soft or not, and thanks to all those sensory receptors in your skin. Our next organ system is a skeletal system. It's made of bones, cartilages, and joints. Main function of the skeletal system is to support the body, support your position when you are standing, when you are sitting. Also, it enables movement because our muscles are attached to the bones. And finally, one more function here, protection. Like our cranium is protecting the brain, our rib cage is protecting lungs and heart, and so on. So 3 main functions. Next one, our muscular system. All of the skeletal muscles of the body enable the movement, our voluntary movement, allowing us to go, walk, and do the movements. And we also have other types of muscles, smooth muscles and cardiac muscles. Those regulate our heart rate and movement inside of the body. Muscles are attached to the bones with help of tendons, which also are organs of the muscular system. When we are using our skeletal muscles, it elevates our body temperature. So our muscular system helps to regulate our body temperature. The next is nervous system. The nervous system is made of the brain and spinal cord. Here it is. That's your central nervous system. And everything else, all those nerves spread all over the body, would be our peripheral nerves. Function: to detect and process sensory information and activate body responses. Let's say you touch something hot. That information goes through your nerves into the brain and spinal cord, and you immediately withdraw your hand from that hot object to protect it. The endocrine system. Endocrine system is a name for all the endocrine glands located in the body. We have many of them: pituitary gland, thyroid gland, pancreas, adrenal glands, testes in males, ovaries in females. All of them secrete hormones or chemicals that regulate many body functions and processes. That's the main function. Next one, cardiovascular system. That is our heart and a lot of blood vessels. Arteries, veins, and the smallest one are called capillaries. Main function of the cardiovascular system is to deliver oxygen and nutrients to the tissues, and also to remove wastes and carbon dioxide from the tissues. Also, by going in large amounts in some certain areas of the body, blood can equalize and regulate the body temperature. Okay, next slide. We continue overview of organ systems. Lymphatic system. Lymphatic system organs would be thymus, lymph nodes located all over the body, spleen, and lymphatic vessels. So lymphatic system, those vessels collect extra fluid from our tissues and carry that fluid back to the blood, to the heart. But on the way from the tissues to the heart, that fluid, we call it lymph, it gets cleaned when it goes through the lymph nodes. Lymph nodes can clean lymph from pathogens, that is your bacteria and viruses, and also from cancer cells. Our respiratory system is made of our nasal cavity, larynx, trachea, bronchi, and lungs. Main function of it is to receive oxygen from the air and to deliver it into the blood, and later to remove carbon dioxide from the body. Digestive system. Digestive system starts from our mouth or oral cavity. Then we have esophagus, stomach, small and large intestine, and accessory organs like liver and pancreas and gallbladder. Main function is to take food into the body, process that food so body could absorb all the nutrients, and finally to remove the wastes from undigested food. Our urinary system is made of kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder, and urethra. It controls water balance in the body. Kidneys constantly filter our blood and clean it, removing waste from blood and then excreting them, removing them from the body. We have reproductive systems, male and female reproductive system. Main organs of the male reproductive system will be testes producing hormones, also several glands like, for example,